let's talk about. Let's talk about Ian Huntley. It's all over the news today that he died yesterday. People say no great loss to society. I'm sure maybe his family are mourning him. We've got to make it more about the little girls. I feel sorry for their families because this is going to rake it all up again. You know, their photos are all over the internet again today, and it's just more heartache for them. I'm sure the families are feeling some elation today. Did they ever forgive? I kind of hope not, because people like him don't deserve forgiveness. I love that I remembered Jessica and Holly's names without having to look them up. Not the surnames, but I did remember both of the Christian names because they're so much more important than him. I also remember where I was when the news broke that he'd been caught. Every day when the lunchtime news came on, I was a carer. I was working in the community, and I had a particular service user, a disabled gentleman, and I used to go to make his lunch every day and give him his lunchtime meds. And he'd have the news on, and we'd sit with a cup of coffee and watch the news together. And this particular day, I was making his lunch, and he called me in. Suze, come here, they've got him. And left his lunch for 5 minutes, brought some brews in, and the news had broken that they'd caught Ian Huntley and that he was a caretaker at the school where the girls went to. And that was the day that I made my client a cup of hot water. He had a black mug, and I'd got so distracted that when I went back to finish his lunch and make him another brew, a second brew, I made him, I forgot to put a tea bag in his cup of tea and just made him a cup of hot water. And bless him, he never said anything to me. And it was only when I washed up afterwards that I realised there'd been no tea. And I said, why didn't you say anything? He said, well, why would I? He was a lovely man. So, yeah. Ian Huntley's dead. He was beaten up in hospital, left brain dead, and they turned off his machine at lunchtime yesterday. He died sometime early yesterday evening, I believe. I'm not going to grieve him. I'm a firm believer in the death penalty for people like him when it's proven beyond doubt that there's any error or mistake. Don't really care. Care about the little girls. I'm not bothered about him. It's one less person cluttering up our prison system, isn't it? Thank you very much. Nice chat.